Elegy for M. 1. Firehouse dances, trips to Sunnybrook for live bands, the music like a tide through the big ballroom, massed saxes, trumpets, clarinets, lifting us a few inches above the floor and surging out through open doors over the tops of shining cars in the parking lot. Ah, heaven. All the big names there except Miller, who'd gone into the service to play for troops and vanished in a plane over the channel, and parties in the basement rec room of your parents' house, paneled and hot. Jay writes, Marion died in February from the Alzheimer's. For her, it was an escape. Death was a mercy. At the end, she couldn't walk, talk, chew, or even roll over in bed. Though I knew it was coming, I've had a tough time dealing with it. 50 years is a long time to live with someone, and when they go, it leaves a huge void in your life. Within the glow of amber-colored walls, inside the icy nights that winter, they were simple parties. A record player, a table to one side with food and sodas, a slick floor, half the crowd talking, laughing, the other half dancing. In a sleek, dark dress, black hair loose, eyes bright, face warm, a little sweaty, M dancing out and back to String of Pearls, bugle call Rag, in the mood, ending in Jay's arms. 2. It's not just the constant nursing, the need for your care day and night. The last year, 2, 3, they're in a nursing home. It's being not recognized or mistaken for someone else, someone hated, a brother, sister, child, a dead father or mother, the fear in the eyes when they see you. Now, whatever love there's been has so completely died, it's as if it had never existed. But you have to come back tomorrow. Pretend you don't know what you wish. 3. The firehouse meeting room cleared for dancing, metal chairs along the walls, semi-darkness, slow or fast sweet sounds. B and I brought the music, set up in a little room off the dance floor. Turntables, mic, stacks of records, wiring for the speakers out in the big room, and took turns tending it. Sometimes, late, the crowd full, we leave a little silence after a record, take the mic and say, Now, from the beautiful Glen Island Casino on Long Island Sound, just off the shore road to New Rochelle, here's Glenn Miller and his orchestra with... They'd groan and shout us down, but we'd turn up the volume and drown them out with the opening chords of Moonlight Serenade, the Miller sound suddenly filling every inch of the room, shivering through all those bodies. A glamour that wanted to last forever. She and Jay, handsome couple, smooth together there in the shadows, though in 3 minutes it was over and we'd segued into something else, that old black magic, or night and day. 4. All that's over, and half a century the channel gives up its secret. Fragments of a small plane are found on the ocean's floor miles south of Beachy Head. Flying low toward Paris, it was hit by the shock wave from one of the bombs exploding on the water that were being jettisoned from above by a flight of 150 British Lancaster bombers coming back from a weather-aborted mission to Germany. A rear gunner in one of the Lancasters saw it spin and fall into the sea. 4 or 5 years ago, I don't know exactly when it started, as the world slowly fractured for her. Maybe it was some of his music and a few soft moves of slow dancing still in her mind after such a long time, bringing now and then a random closed-eyed smile to her over coffee and dessert at the dining table, or while reading in a chair. Soon getting mixed up with losing her balance, crying all day, sundown pain, hatred of death, rage. Then, as if strapped in bed, pill-dulled, waking sleep and voices shouting at her, Where are you? Get up! Get up! And at last, some quiet, a slow emptying, a long moment of silence, and then, only then, she disappeared.